Today on my table, whiskey with a big question mark. Do you know what it is? Hello and welcome back. My name is Vlad, and in today's video, guys, Mystery Malt from Thompson Brothers. The black bottle with a question mark on the front. What that could be? What whiskey it is? Guys, this is 18 years old Glen whiskey. Hopefully you can see it. 18 years old Glen whiskey from Speyside. To be honest, this is my first Glen whiskey in all my life. I never ever had the Glen whiskey before. The reason is very simple. When I checked the Glen whiskies from the official bottling, from the core range, I did not find anything interesting. I did not find anything which could pull me in, push me to make decision to buy the whiskey. Mostly 43% of ABV whiskey, usually chill filtered, probably colored as well. I have no idea. I don't know nothing about the Glen distillery, to be honest. And for 65 quid, I got that bottle, 18 years old Glen And that makes me smile straight away when I opened that bottle first time. 18 years old Glen whiskey. I thought, all right, that's the good start for exploring the whiskey from Glen distillery. I'm saying too much, Glen yeah, but that's the whiskey, you know. So this is a serious Mystery Malt, batch number 5, 46.3% of ABV. Unchill filtered, no color added. And as you can see, the whiskey is quite pale for 18 years old. But as we know, the color is not a proof for whiskey being good or not, tasty or not tasty. Color is just mean about the cask extraction. So that's all. On the nose, this whiskey is quite fresh, it's zesty, it's like green apples, it's like a very orchard fruits with very noticeable aroma of the barley sugar, touch of honey, very fresh, very nice, a bit of vanilla, kind of dirtiness, kind of funkiness, but that's it might be only my thing. Let's go for the palate. There is a beautiful transition between the nose and the palate, because this whiskey is also very fresh on the palate. In this case, we have first fill bourbon cask. In all that batch number 5, the Glen 18 years old was about 333 bottles. So that could be one cask, could be 2 casks, maximum 2 casks, I reckon. But as I mentioned, the extraction of the cask wasn't perfect. The cask probably was not the best quality, but hold on, 65 quid, 18 years old Glen Grant. I've got no reason to complain about this whiskey, to be honest. Obviously, for 65 quid, I could have 22 years old Clynelish or 4 years old Lochley. So range of the bottles of different options was quite massive. So I just get something from the middle, from the far in between, from the middle of the range. So I'm very happy. Yeah, so this whiskey is very fresh, and as you probably know, I'm a big fan of the fresh whiskeys. I like ex-bourbon whiskeys, I like refill cask whiskeys. I like to have that a beautiful balance between the distillery character and the casks. I just like that kind of whiskeys. There is kind of slightly oily texture, but nothing too heavy. This whiskey is actually very fresh, very light, very fruity, with that kind of malty, fruity, sweet aspects, which I do like, to be honest. When swallow, there's some ginger spiciness coming up, and then that fruitiness pops in even more. Finish is quite nice, it's quite long, with fresh fruits, with some peaches, apricots, milk chocolate, some coffee notes. There is some kind of sensation here. I've got that kind of smoke sensation. I have this smoke kind of vibe in here, but I'm not sure, is this whiskey peated or not peated? Is there any ppms in this whiskey? I think it might came from the cask itself, so probably it's just my imagination. But that kind of chocolatey, smoky, chocolatey, fruity vibe on the finish, with that kind of honeycomb. This whiskey is quite nice, to be honest. For £65, if I would not take the age under consideration, because this whiskey, to be honest, does not taste as an 18 years old whiskey. I would say it's something between 12, 14, up to the 15 years old maximum. So that's my opinion about the cask's influence here. But it's still very good whiskey for 65 quid. No doubt about it. And I do like this whiskey. I like that kind of freshness. I like that kind of, fruitiness in the whiskey. So I do enjoy this whiskey very much, guys. So if you are a fan of the Mystery Malt, just let me know in the comments down below which bottle you have picked. Have you enjoyed your whiskeys from this series? Guys, feel free to put in your comments down below. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for your support, for your time. To your health, cheers and Slanjeva.